welcome to TSB Talks. We're your local residents. I'm your boy AJ, and we're with
Oyin.
Elijah.
Yeah, Elijah's joined us. You get me? Oyin, we're here, ready to talk about the latest gossip from the previous week on TSB Talks. And if you ain't followed the Shade Borough, you're crazy. And if you ain't followed TSB Uncensored, you're crazy.
Oh, you know that.
You know about that?
Real
Hey, listen, go hit that page up. It's uncensored, 18 and over only.
Right.
So let's get into it. I think the biggest one is Mostack's recent activity on the gram. Big talking point.
Yeah.
So what are we feeling about it?
I think he's doing the most right now. Like, he needs to simmer down. Maybe he needs to go speak to a counsellor. Like, he needs to offload everything that's going on with him with someone, because there's a lot, and it doesn't really add up. Like, 1 minute he's saying he's not feeling well, the next minute there's a baby, the next minute there's just too much conflicting reports. And if social media isn't the place where you want everyone to see like, it's playing out for the world to see. I think he needs to go and like sit with someone, talk to someone, work through his feelings and his emotions. We don't need to know whether that. We don't need to be
he's so eager to put out his troubles, his trials and tribulations on there. It just feels like an odyssey sometimes with him, man. Like,
but Oyin's got a good point. He's literally put everything he's going through on the gram. Even talking about his house purchase. He's put on there his girlfriend situation. Recently, we've seen that he's given his girlfriend a ring. Is that an engagement ring? Is it a promise?
people say it's a promise ring, but isn't a promise ring for like celibacy?
I think promise ring is BS. Promise rings are a little BS. But the history of promise rings are like, what's it called? I think soldiers, whenever they were going off to war, they would give their girls or their women promise rings as a hoping that they come back so they can get married. But when you come back from the war, you get married straight away. So really and truly, promise rings are engagement rings. I don't understand when you live in Clapham, where you go live in Blackheath, and you're giving each other promise rings when you see each other every week.
I swear the Jonas Brothers had promise rings one time, saying that they're.
No, those are different. I can't remember what they're called. I know the rings you're talking about. Those are for celibacy. Those are promise rings.
Oh, they're not the same thing. Oh, snap.
It's a different ring, and there's a name for it. I can't remember.
But from my experience, these promise rings they mean a lot to a girl. A lot more than I.
No, the only ring that I give a girl a promise ring. I'm gonna say it back in your face.
If we're seeing each other for a few months, and I give you a promise ring, I've got you for like another 3-4 years.
No, give them a promise ring.
But what am I going to do for
Why do you do a promise ring?
Don't give me a ring.
It's all up there, mate.
No. I don't need.
So weird.
For me personally, I always say I don't need any of that stuff. Money, like what's the point of it? It doesn't do anything for me. Hold on to it. I don't need it until you're sure that you want to get married. And also think about it. You might be giving me a promise ring, but I may not want to marry you. I may not want your promise.
Yeah, but
we're both sure that.
So you just be holding the ring like that, just wearing it.
I'm sure that this is what you want to do.
He's locked you
down.
down.
Get married. Nah, man, ain't nobody.
He's a bit sprung though, man. You can tell that he's always parading his girl out there.
He's marrying her.
Is she nice?
Yeah, a bit. She's nice, man. She's nice.
Nice,
so I don't blame him.
Nice or nice to look at?
Nice look. I don't know as a person, but in terms of an attractive skill, she's up there. So.
Listen, all I'm saying is the only ring that is valuable is an actual wedding ring.
Even then,
just give me diamonds.
Do you know the amount of people that cheat and then they give them engagement rings as a sort of olive branch? I've not seen those things.
If you cheat,
you know when guys cheat and then they say, "Oh yeah, please marry me. I've changed. I've done this and that."
Yeah, a lot of people do that. I think it's rubbish.
It's crazy.
Have you guys seen the Up Queen talks? Up Queen, Mostack and Up Queen. What is that all about? Because after that all came out, then this ring situation came out. So what are we saying here? What are we saying?
I don't. Is Mostack that dumb though? I've got to give him a bit more respect than that, man. I don't think anyone really messes with Up Queen like that now, because obviously like she's a grass, innit? So.
Clearly, she's a career grass.
So, mess with Up Queen at your peril, but I just don't. No other brain cell is still gonna be messing around with Up Queen.
But don't you think though that people might be thinking, well, because you're questioning her credibility, they're thinking even if she does say something, no one's gonna trust it, no one's gonna believe it, so I can get away with it. Because this isn't the first time. Remember, this isn't the first time. So
but she's got receipts though.
She's done enough. Yeah, but I don't have
she
to.
She keeps those receipts.
But people Photoshop stuff all the time.
Well, let's see what some of our residents think. We've got some comments here from our local residents. So we've got T_busy, but you were just depressed last week. Now you're expecting ? Interesting. What's T_busy trying to say here?
Well, she's saying he's doing the most.com. Like he just needs to go and sit down himself. Because 1 week
is he too active? Is he too active right now? Are we finding out too much?
I think there's definitely too much information about him out there. But I think people get skeptical when there's so much going on, when there's conflicting messages. If it was that he said he was depressed, and then the next week you find out that he's checked into rehab, like those stories, you know. But 1 minute you're this, you're that, and I mean, not to say that's not life. That's the way life just happens sometimes. But I think with the gram, because we're so used to seeing people not putting everything out there, or people only putting out the highlights, so it's interesting when you're seeing all of this stuff play out. It's not something that we're sort of used to. And I personally don't think it's everything that needs to be on the gram.
He's pretty much an open book, but at least he's transparent and honest. So I can give him that. You know, it's not just the highs. You know, like the YouTubers, they're always smiling, always happy, but then they're always talking about being burnt out, being depressed, and things like that. So it's a bit refreshing that he's able to put his highs and lows out there.
But then I feel like it's refreshing when you put it out there and you're talking about it. It's not like he said out there, like, oh, listen guys, I'm depressed, you know, like it's important to check, you know, go and check your mental health, go to the hospital, speak to someone. It's not like he's using whatever he's going through to, when you're putting it out there, to make sure that, guy, listen, I'm like any other normal person, I go through this stuff. He's not doing that, he's just putting it out there, and it's putting out like random stuff. I don't really think he's using it to encourage anyone. I think he's just processing. He's just doing what he wants.
Just kind of let himself out. Maybe make himself feel a bit better.
I think that's I think that's all it is.
Kind of
I don't think
talking
he's
about
really trying to help anyone really. I think he's just trying to process himself.
Yeah, but when you're depressed, it's kind of hard to help other people. You're just trying to figure out how to help yourself, you know.
I think a lot of artists they do this attention thing if they're gonna just about to release an album or a new song. So it's good like media hype build up, and they do anything to get their name on people's lips before they release it. But I don't think that's.
No, with Mo, he's always done this. At the time I think he got his jewelry stolen. He talked about saying, "Yeah, I take the L." He got his jewelry stolen, like his chains and stuff.
And he was quite open with it. And he was like, "Okay,
his way is to take the L, move on."
I took that L, and I went out and bought a new train. I think. So no,
he's always kind of.
If he's putting his whole life on the gram, then stay consistent. If that's him, then I respect that.
Stay consistent.
I respect that. Thank you for tuning in to another action-packed episode of TSB Talks from your local residents at the Shadesborough. It's been a pleasure. Follow the Shadesborough, follow TSB Uncensored if you haven't already, and we're signing out. It's your boy AJ and
Oyin.
Elijah. Yep, and a pleasure, and we'll see you again next week. Peace.